Alright guys, we're out here today. Hope everyone had a happy new year and a Merry Christmas. We got some burgers, deer burgers on the smoker. We're gonna sight in our new pellet gun so that we can go out and do some maybe squirrel hunting and stuff like that. We got a Gamo Swarm 10X Magnum Gen 3i. And yeah, we're gonna sight it in and see what it's got. So how you're seeing the pellet gun set up is not how it originally came. It came with the scope off of it, came with all the pieces and little Allen wrench that you needed to put it together. It took JJ all about 5 minutes probably to put it on there and have it ready to go. Our mascot. It comes with their version of a suppressor, so it's supposed to be a pretty quiet pellet gun. And we're gonna sight it in here at about 30 yards. Yeah. Alright, so for this one the cocking method is a little bit awkward, but you gotta break it open, go all the way down with it till you hear that click, kind of locks into place down below, and then lock it back. So I'm gonna get set up here. So I did already put one in there, but it comes with the little 10-shot rotating magazine, so you can fill them with your pellets, and it does hold 10 shots automatically, so that's kind of nice and convenient. It just pops right in here. There we go. Nice and easy. It's totally dummy proof. So one thing is it does have a safety mechanism right here in front of the trigger, and it's a pull push. That's safe and that's ready to fire when you push it forward. So if you're not used to it, it's something to know. Hey buddy. Alright, we're gonna give it a go, shoot our first shot and see how far we gotta adjust. Looks like it's a block high and about 3 blocks to the right. So put the safety back on is key. And we're gonna make those adjustments and we'll get back. All right, shot our first shot. We made our adjustments and we're gonna cock it again. I did forget to mention it does have, I told you it's the 10-shot rotating magazine. It does have a counter here as well. So if you're out and about and you're shooting, it tells you exactly how many rounds you have left, which is pretty convenient if you ask me. Got it. Easy peasy. Alright, let's see what that adjustment did. Alright, we're dead on height. We're still shooting a little to the right, so we'll make those adjustments and give it another round. Alright, round number 3. Let's see how close we are. Still gotta go a little bit to the left. Yeah, so gotta adjust it to the left a little. So, a little chilly out here. Made another little adjustment going back over to the left. Had my assistant cock it for me. Let's see where we're at. Make sure the safety's off. Looks like we hit in almost the same spot. So here we are, shot number 5. See if we can get this baby zeroed in. There we go, we're right on the border of the red that time. So I'd say a couple more clicks to the left. Should be dialed in there. Thank you, assistant.
Ma'am.
My lady. Every outdoors woman, I won't say everyone needs one, but it kind of comes in handy to have an outdoors man. It's money if I said so myself. Still right on the edge of that red. I do think it could go to the left a little bit. We're gonna go get a closer view. All right, we made one more minor adjustment to the left. Hopefully, fingers crossed, final shot getting this thing zeroed in. And not bad for right out of the box. Can't complain, it's been on paper every time, so that's pretty cool. Don't take much work. Yep, that'll do right there. All right, after another itty bitty adjustment, let's see what we got. These fine-tuning adjustments are really important because that takes out the chance, you know, you could have one sighted in close enough per se, but that leaves a little bit of chance. Any little mess up could cause it to be a less lethal shot. If you're dead on, then it gives you a little room in case you were to trigger squeeze different or something. There she goes. Money.
Really?